Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm not going to be showing you a tutorial, but I'm going to show you what's coming up this week. Now a couple of years ago I did Halloween treat week where we did a different treat holder which would be perfect for Halloween for trick-or-treaters or for larger items as well. And I showed you a different one each day. And so I thought I'd do that again this year because Graphic 45 have brought out the Ghostly Greetings papers. These, perfect for Halloween and for your spooky things. Doesn't mean the treat holders are just for trick or treat or for Halloween. They can be used for any occasion. Definitely the new Deck the Halls will make some nice Christmassy versions. But the main difference which has made me revisit a Halloween treat week is that Graphic 45 now, we get patterns and solids in the 12x12 collection as well as the 12x12 papers. But we also get patterns and solids now in 8.5x11. So this is a new size for me to work with. In the UK here, we usually have A4, which is slightly narrower, but longer. So I thought, how can I make the most out of these papers with making treat holders? So 4 out of the 5 ideas coming up this week will maximize the use of this size paper. One of them uses 12x12 papers cut in quarters. So you get 4 out of one of these. And I'll show you that in a second. So if you've got a sheet left over from an album or from your cards, you can make some of those. So let's have a look at what we'll be making. So the first one we'll be making will be these slimline lanterns. Let me find the other ones. Here we go. And I'll be showing you 2 different sizes. The reason being is this was the original one, which has got a full base on it, but it wasn't quite long enough to the treats I had. So I show you as well how to make it a bit longer by adjusting the base. So I kept all the complicated measuring parts the same, but I show you how to adjust the length. And the great thing about these ones is they only used 1/4 of a sheet from our pattern solid paper. So it meant you got 4 out of each one. So there's 16, so 15 fours, 60. So you can make 64 of these if you so wished, out of 1 pack of patterns and solids. When I say that, I realise how economical they were. So then I would just have all these in a bowl for children to help themselves to. So as I said, they fitted these long sweets, or because we've got a narrow edge, you could just pour some smaller sweets inside. Smarties, that type of thing. Although I think Smarties in the US are something totally different to what they are here in UK. But type M&M type things. So you could pour some of them in there and hand them out because they're not going to come out of that little gap. So that'll be the first video we share. Then we'll move on. And these ones, they're great for Halloween. But even better, maybe for Christmas time. We've got some mini crackers. I loved making these crackers. And again, I've just cut my 8.5x11 into 1/4. And so you get 4 of these from 1 sheet of paper. So it's the same technique as what I do in video 1, just using both ends. So they're really sweet, really nice. You can imagine just a bowl full of these would look amazing. And then I think, what do we move on to third? We made some treat holders for little treats. How about taking the same technique and making it bigger? So this one, I didn't decorate at all. I just used the patterns and solids, the pattern side, to make a larger one. This one is designed for like a bag of sweets. So you drop in a bag in there. This one, I did use a full sheet because I made the base out of the solid part, then flipped it over and used the pattern side to decorate. So you can either do 1 of these or 2 of these. Alternatively, make your base out of a black cardstock or whatever suits the pattern, and then just use your pattern solids to cover. But you can just make it much easier. 2 of these out of 1 sheet. And there was no trimming or anything, it's just 2 full, use the sheet fully. And then after that, we'll be leaving the 8.5 by 11 and going into the 12 by 12 and making these cute little cubes which hold some Lindor, some Ferrero Rocher, that type of size treat. And this is nice because it's self-closing, so if you're no good at tying bows and things like me, you've got these cool little cubes that just close, and we've got the wording going all the way around, and so it just opens and closes. So that was quite a neat, cute little one. And then to finish, we headed back to the 8.5 by 11, and then I've made impossible boxes before, but I wanted to see how big I could get using this size paper, but with a little twist as well. So this is what I made. So it's an impossible box lid, like so, but I've actually made it double-ended, so it opens fully, so you can actually get your treats in and out from either side, and then it closes on itself, like so. So it's a bit like a cracker, really. So lovely again. Imagine this in Deck the Halls. It would look lovely. And again, your patterns and solids are great for this because you've got the pattern in the middle and then the solid coming over to make the lid. So it all coordinates lovely. I did do another one then using this one because it's a non-directional one. It's lovely because all the images go in all directions, so it worked as well. So there we go. That's what we'll be getting up to this year for Halloween Treat Week. So looking through this, I hopefully inspired you to join me on my journey this week. Let me know in the comments below, which ones are you looking forward to seeing the most? Are there any which have jumped out to you? You think, I can't wait to make some of those, or I know an occasion I could make one of those for. But what I do need help with is, what treats would you put inside? That's what I really want to know. What are you going to fill yours with? So, as I said, hopefully you'll join me. As I said, ghostly greetings is what I've used, but any papers will work. It doesn't have to be Halloween, doesn't have to be trick or treat, but do leave me a comment and thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, because then you'll get the notification each day for when the project has gone live. As usual, I'd love to see your versions. The easiest way for me to see yours is if you join my Facebook group. It's called Paper Crafting with Paul. There's a link in the description below for you to join up there. And the advantage then is you can also see what other people have been making too. So thank you for watching the little introduction. And I can't wait to start sharing these with you, and definitely cannot wait to see your versions. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.